Matter segment tonight, Chicago has one of the toughest handgun statutes in the country. Licensed owners can't even take the gun outside, not even on your porch. Nevertheless, armed thugs roam Chicago streets, committing murder at a frightening rate. So what's going on? Here now, Fox Business anchor John Stossel. So I wanted to address this with you because you now are not for mandatory sentences for gun criminals, where you were in the past, right?
No, I used to be for gun laws, and now I don't think they work, and I was never for mandatory minimums.
You never?
Never.
Okay, because I believe in the Second Amendment, and you do too, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we both believe in the Second Amendment, that Americans have a right to bear arms for their own protection.
Yes.
You know, we live in when it's not Indians anymore or the British. Now it's terrorists and gangsters,
yes.
All right? But still, we have a right to bear arms. However, criminals, as we see in Chicago, are running wild with dangerous weapons. And I say the solution to that problem is if you commit a crime, any crime, burglary, robbery, rape, murder, obviously, there's a mandatory beside the crime. So you have a gun and a robbery, you get 2 years for the robbery, you get 7 years for the gun, because it's such a heavy threat to carry a loaded weapon. And you say?
I say you're wrong because, A, you have no evidence that where they have that, it reduces crime.
I don't care about that.
There's no study that shows
Shouldn't
that.
justice be punishing the crime at the level it's committed at? If somebody has a gun, come on.
Who knows better what the situation was than the judge?
You're telling me you're going to leave it to the discretion of the judge?
Yes.
Is that what you're telling me?
They've heard from both sides. Rather that than you being a blowhard here in your studio.
Are you little Bo Peep? Or, I mean, I had to go on a national campaign to get child predator laws passed because the judges were giving these people probation. You're telling me the judges should be the last word on this? Because
a few judges do stupid things doesn't mean that the legislature should lock everybody up for 1 million years. Right. In Florida, right?
Tell me what's wrong with this. All right, I put a gun to your head and I take your wallet. All right? Now, I'm convicted of both crimes. It's a loaded gun to your head. All right. They give me a year for taking your wallet. They give me 7 years for having the loaded gun at your head. What is wrong with that? That seems to be justice to me.
If that's the judgment of the jury and the judge, fine. But when it's automatic. Right now in Florida, you have a woman who's scared of her abusive husband. She's got a bad record, felonies in the past. She shoots a gun into the ceiling to scare him away. Last month, she was sentenced to 20 years. There are all these cases. They apply to Jessica's law too, and Megan's law, where
you can always find cases.
You're cherry picking
like
the cases on the other side.
No, I'm doing a broad base. Look, if you submit it to a jury and the jury finds the woman guilty, all right, then I'm saying the woman's going to have to do the time. But I don't think most juries would find the woman guilty of that. But I'm telling you, mandatories would cut this stuff down because they could get these guys off the street in Chicago, the guys who are carrying, all right, and they go away a long, long time. And that's what we need to protect ourselves. Go ahead, last word.
The laws don't work. Chicago has really tough gun laws and more gun crime.
They don't have sentencing, though. Chicago don't have a sentencing.
In Phoenix, anyone can get a gun unlicensed. You know, he can carry it without a permit.
Yeah.
Half as much gun crime.
Well, the people who do commit those crimes should pay a big price with guns. All right, John Stossel, everybody. When we come right back, is it legal on